Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Thomas. Tonight we're back here with Nostalgia Critic, and tonight, well, hope you're ready to get musical, because we got Cats, the musical movie. It's not the same title, but yeah, it's basically the musical Cats in movie form. And if you guys remember this one was, well, let's just say infamous for how bad it was. I think mostly in the makeup, from what I remember. That was like a mix of CG and real life? I don't know. Hey, I don't remember much, I guess. Anyway, might as well take a look back at this bombshell and see what happened. Be sure to like, subscribe for more. Hope you enjoy. Let's go.
This episode brought to you by DoorDash, the app that brings you food you're craving right now, right to your door.
Go. Bring it on. Sorry, just
It's a gym! It's a gym!
oh yeah.
Oh my god!
Their first time back after the COVID.
Oh my god! It's been so long.
I guess Jim's doing the camera stuff.
I've been living here for the past year.
Oh, that's okay.
I just went out to get my laundry done.
Camera!
I can hug you now.
Oh, wait, that's not Dora. Sorry, not yet. Hey! Just throw the laundry in the air.
We're sorry to tell you, but this is actually an intervention.
Yeah, I see the camera. Sorry.
Hey, how you doing?
Hi, I'm coming in for
Ah, baby. Where's Malcolm?
I didn't even wear makeup. I
need to do fake
Yeah.
Fair enough. Welcome! Girl bug! Hey!
Stick to tradition. I'm looking the cameraman.
Yay! No tradition!
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Oh, I mean, yes!
Yeah! Like I said, first time back since, the COVID lockdown. This should be fun. Shall we begin? Begin the train wreck. I see, I guess? Oh, God. It's not.
Well, look what the cat dragged in. And you are...
My name's Lloyd. Who are you?
Me.
Chaplain.
I'm Chaplin. And these are my associates, Wendy and Ike.
Hi.
So. Mike?
I'm confused. What's going on here?
Well, that can only be explained loosely at best.
As flamboyant as possible.
And in song.
If cats weren't directed by cats, I guess.
Okay.
Cut!
That's a cut.
That was awful. I mean, awful.
Chaplain? Lloyd?
Lloyd, I don't get what any of this is supposed to be.
Yeah, you wanna explain?
It's the next big smash hit, Humans.
Yeah, it's the first film about humans being humans for cats.
And
What?
produced by cats.
It'll break all box office records.
Assuming our director can tone down the weirdness.
Let me tell you something, Twinkie.
Hey, Bashki.
I directed Fritz the Cat. I knew Fritz the Cat. Fritz the Cat was a friend of mine. And let me tell you something. This ain't no Fritz the Cat.
You're doing this town bad.
Ow. Oh boy.
How the hell did this happen?
Well, it
You
is.
tell me, you're the one that
Yeah,
called
with that
this.
lawsuit from your No Pets Allowed sign.
I didn't know that was a hate crime now. They're still not showing up because it interrupts their naps.
I guess now we're at the mercy of our own cats.
I just assumed you knew that was all cat owners.
Tone down the weird stuff, Bakshi.
Yeah, make it like Rising Sun or The Trial of Billy Jack.
What?
What the hell even are those movies? You know what? I quit. Amazingly, this is not strange enough for me. You McCarthy-loving crypto-fascist!
Alright.
No,
Bye,
there's
Bowski.
another director.
Hey, we're producers. We know plenty of people lining up to have their visions destroyed.
Take 5, everybody, while we sort this out. I'm Chaplin.
Thank you.
Let's practice
Hey.
getting into character.
By doing nothing?
Yes. That felt forced.
Oof. That's for that. Oh, well. What do you expect?
I don't need a segue, do you?
I'm good.
Cats.
There it is. That's self.
Released in 2019, the film adaptation of Cats took the world by storm, in the way a storm destroys
Who's
people's
storm?
lives and leaves few left to witness it.
Becoming an instant punchline after the teaser alone, people were fascinated at the awkward and even uncomfortable designs that looked vastly different from the stage show. It got destroyed by critics, audiences, and bombed fierce at the box office, making $75.5 million against a $95 million budget.
There was even an attempt to re-release the film with better technology, but unless the redesign looked like this, it wasn't gonna help much.
No
To
kidding.
understand, though, why these cats rub people the wrong way, on top of looking like they would literally rub you the wrong way, we have to understand the source material.
The Andrew Lloyd Webber musical, based on the poems of T.S. Eliot, started the phenomenon of the mega musical. Though it was released in 1981, it ran until 2000, making it one of the longest-running Broadway shows.
Yet ironically, if you were to ask many people today what they think of it, they might react like this. Cats wasn't seen as awful, but it was seen as pop fluff, the Broadway equivalent of a popcorn movie, which might be exactly what they had in mind.
With an extremely high-budgeted marketing campaign, Cats was advertised like a blockbuster movie. It wasn't a show, it was an experience. You couldn't forget about it. It was everywhere.
Everybody knew this image with the cat eyes. I even remember as a kid seeing a poster of it at the store next to the Batman poster. I always thought it was a movie or a band, but not a musical. You just didn't see something like that everywhere.
Today, this is how most Broadway shows do their marketing. So maybe you can blame them for simplified logos as well. That being said, the idea of making a movie on this both made too much sense and no sense.
What attracts a fan of Broadway is going to be different to what attracts a fan of film. It's like making a movie out of a game. You can technically do it, but you have to be aware people are going to be looking for a different experience.
Well, that's definitely what we got here.
With several attempts being scrapped in the past, including an anime one Spielberg was producing that, I won't lie, looked kind of cool. His production company still put money into the film, along with a production company that often worked with the Coen brothers. They attached Tom Hooper to direct after his success with Les Mis, and let's be honest, this looks exactly like a production of Cats if Steven Spielberg, the Coen brothers, and Tom Hooper all had a hand in making it.
But if the reaction to the Broadway
what you
music
get.
was this, the reaction to the film version was...
So now they have some
Yeah,
context
that's a,
on
oh
what the
my
film version could have been.
god!
Let's jump into the horrific insanity of what it ultimately became.
So if you absolutely love Cats, we're sorry.
Let's take
Yeah,
a
no
look at
kidding.
your nightmares tonight.
AKA Cats. Yeah, I'll be real. Like, I never saw them film. Like, and I still haven't to this day. Like, I've heard how bad it is, and I'm like, yeah, pass. I mean, I haven't really watched like a Broadway in a long time, and I've seen a few Broadway movies. You know, the Music Man for one, In the Heights, well, most of the clips, because come on, but this, no. I think the last one I ever saw on Broadway was like years ago with the Mary Poppins one. That was it. That's the only one I ever saw. I'd have to see what kind of Broadway shows are running now. I want to check it out now. But, well, let's all see the Broadway that bombed. Here comes Cats.
Opens in the neon version of that being original drug PSA where an old woman is abandoning her kitty in the gutter.
Rude.
Ah, the triumphant cat homicide music.
I should point out, as much as the CG in this film gets crapped on, even by the actors,
nobody more than us understands the importance of good visual effects.
Fuck you too.
compared to other movies where CG is used too much, it's really not that bad. Oh, it still looks terrifying, but I think that's more the design than the animation itself.
Combining human faces and the bodies with CG cat features would be like combining the meaning of life fish with the creature from Seaman. You wouldn't blame the animators, you'd blame the idea.
Yes, there's moments where it certainly doesn't
honestly,
blend well,
I
but
think just keep it
compare this to,
animated
say,
would be good.
Black Panther. The CGI here is awful, but you're distracted by the good story and characters that you don't notice as much. This, apparently has story and characters, but it's hidden
Not
by
so
the
much.
distracting weirdness of how odd these things look. For the amount of time, money, and quantity of effects required for each shot, I'm actually surprised it doesn't look worse.
Having seen it on the big screen
Whoa.
before the quote changes, I'm still waiting for the butthole cut. I can tell you there's not that many
wanna know.
differences. Either way, it still looks like a Freddy Krueger nightmare for a cat owner.
Come here, bitch.
They're not
Sorry,
making
but
a cat's out of the bag joke.
We'll just have to replace the rest of the dialogue with cat puns.
We see a cat named Victoria, played by Francesca Hayward,
Vic.
who wonders how all these felines are somehow more scary than Cheetah was supposed to be.
When you fall on your hand, do you land on your feet?
Are your portions about half any cat that you meet? They sing about jellicle cats.
What are jellicles, you may ask?
A cat's privates when they're neutered.
No, it's a vague term for what every cat wants to be, and only someone in power can give them.
Sounds like they're private.
It's probably their privates.
The pulp.
I'm not gonna lie, Disney's live-action remake of Oliver and Company is taking more liberties than I would have expected.
They sing about how awesome jellicles are as a cat named McCavity, played by Idris Elba as Johnny Depp from Into the Woods, watches while hatching a scheme.
What's your name?
Cat got your tongue?
Oh boy.
Don't worry, this writer would do Rocket Man to show that he actually
Rocket
can do a
Man.
musical.
Fair.
One of the issues in translating this to a film is, in a show, you can sing and dance about who you are and then disappear. The singing and dancing live is enough, but here, it's an illusion of an illusion. It's not live, there's CG filters all over the actors to distract you from the dancing.
And even then, their wire work is very high school Peter Pan.
So you're constantly reminded that what you're watching isn't real. Movies work with this by having character and story be the main focus, but this film wanted to stay authentic to the original source.
And they succeeded, I can barely tell them apart.
I guess it wanted to have its own cinematic identity while being true to the original. They just chose the absolute wrong things to focus on.
Like Rebel Wilson cat spreading to all the kids dragged here by their parents because this is a PG movie.
She sits and sits and sits.
How can this be a PG movie when every minute looks like an orgy's about to break out?
Please don't. Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna. That does show up. Oh boy. But still, yeah. Honestly, I think the whole idea of being like animated, that I could actually buy. Though it depends on the animation. You know, there's multiple styles. Actually, if you guys had to make an animated Cats the musical film, what would you guys use? I mean, I'm not too sure about the artist, but I mean, if you draw it right, you'd be good, but I don't know, just humanoid cats with faces like that? Sure, it works on Broadway, but here? No, just, I mean, I hate to say it, but it just doesn't work. What do you guys? Agree? Disagree? Let me know. Alright, back to it.
Makes a comfy cat.
Oh.
This scene alone has its own Pornhub section.
Please don't.
Day she sits upon the stairs.
Oh, Heathcliff, no one should.
Yes, but now we know what Garfield would have been like if the Coen brothers directed it.
How about An American Tail if it was directed by David Lynch?
Dinner and a show.
Ever drink absinthe while watching Tom and Jerry?
I didn't even have a drink.
I trip balls watching Joe's Apartment.
What is happening?
What do you think one of those cockroaches put on their resume? I played reason number 82, cats gave you vomit night terrors.
Don't get cocky.
Seeing how you
Cocky?
were
What?
tail earlier, that pun should be directed your way.
Really, Rebel?
It's a little old-fashioned, don't you think?
Jason Derulo plays Rum Tug Tugger. All these names
Tugger?
sound like gay Harry Potter pornos. Who describes himself as a
Tugger.
curious cat?
All cats are curious cats.
Curiosity
But
kills the
this
cat.
one seems really curious.
Okay.
Is that the Korova milk bar?
I don't see
Maybe?
how there's any
I don't know.
reasons.
Stop milking it.
What?
Do you think this is
screw you.
Lloyd's Birth of a Nation?
I don't know. He doesn't offend easily.
Sure.
We get a nasty bit of cat shaming, though, as a feline named Grisabella, played by Jennifer Hudson, is left out of the fun.
You see.
Whoa, didn't take her long to be the best thing in the movie.
To everyone's credit, nobody looks like they're half-assing it. I just don't know if anyone knew how the hell this was gonna turn out. It's like the actors in The Giant Claw giving the best performances they could, having no idea this is what they'd be reacting to. So what's her story?
She used to be the star of the windmill.
Then she went with McCavity.
No, she lives on the wasteland.
Well, I just feel like I experienced what's love got to do with it in 2 sentences.
Good evening, all.
And there's John Oliver.
Do they think none of us have ever read a popsicle stick?
Come on, guys.
As is custom, whenever an annoying British man is in a movie musical, James Corden is contractually obligated to play him.
No commonplace mouses have such well-cut trousers or such an impeccable back.
I really like this scene where it's almost like he forgets what the hell everybody is supposed to be.
So let's gather up a few more of the cats.
I think that's what we're supposed to be, though Drunken Navi isn't off the table either.
Biggest.
Yeah, I guess even James was like, why am I doing this? Like, everyone else is giving their shot, but like, okay, this is so tough. Even I forgot. What's going on? Jeez. Man. Still. Like, I'll be honest, I'll be looking at this and be like, the hell? I'd be worried about who smoked some. Anyway, what else is here?
Let down in the movie, not the jokes, not the effects, not the misunderstanding of the source material, but that we never get to see what a dog looks like in this universe.
Hey, doggy, fetch!
I would literally neuter myself if it meant seeing what that looked like.
Agreed, it is one of cinema's biggest letdowns.
If only.
Here's some possibilities, though.
Yeah. Okay.
Little do they know that McCavity is kidnapping a bunch of them so that they can't be chosen to be the Jellicle Cat.
What?
I'm determined to win, and I prefer my competition chained up. Meow!
I don't think.
Did he just evaporate himself in Rebel? Like,
They're
seriously,
approached
what?
by the decider of who will be the Jellicle Cat, Old Deuteronomy, played by Judi Dench.
Deuteronomy?
From where the most deserving cat will be reborn into another life.
So they can be who they've always dreamed of being.
I dream of being someone who will have a career after this.
She can't perform miracles.
Mm.
If I were king
of the forest.
I believe it's his old Deuteronomy.
Everyone is in awe of her presence. Why, even Ian McKellen is reminded of the time Patrick Stewart wore the exact same coat to get his attention.
Jellicle cats come out tonight. Jellicle cats, come one, come all.
You'll find the scariest parts of the movie are just when Judi Dench looks right at the camera. It's like when Christopher Walken does it on Saturday Night Live, except you don't laugh, you feel a small part of you disappear.
The Jellicle moon is shining bright. Jellicles, come to the Jellicle ball.
Okay, back on set.
Oh boy.
Speaking of scary shoots.
Alright, let's see who's directing this time.
We realized that all this weirdness was a problem on a script level.
That's right. So we fired the original writers on the film.
Oof.
They always said getting a job would change things.
Yet somehow, I feel worse than I did before.
To never trying again?
Now we got a new writer and a more grounded director. Isn't that right, Mr. Snyder?
Oh, that's right, Cat.
Oh boy, Zack Snyder.
About 40% of the time, but it's a potent 40%.
All right, then, carry on.
And action!
Action!
How about we show you our strange and unusual ways by dropping some dated references.
Wait, what?
Oh, we rapping now?
No.
Please welcome Notorious C.A.T.
C.A.T. what?
Catitudes in the house.
Cut!
That's a cut. What? What's wrong?
Are we
Seriously?
really doing
Rapping?
this?
I have to agree, Cass. This feels kind of childish.
Of course it is. We're pandering to the young demographic.
So we got somebody young.
How
to
young?
write it.
Oh my god, guys, I just saw Space Jam: A New Legacy. The rapping pig is the coolest thing my undeveloped mind
don't want to pander, though. I hate playing it safe.
Oh, come on. Make it like the classics. The Four Seasons, I Love You Man, and Hooper.
What the hell even are those movies? I quit. I'm not even doing a Snyder cut of this.
Good job,
Wow.
Buster. You're fired.
All right,
Find
Buster.
another writer and director.
Great, you do that. We're gonna be like real actors and get high on set. There's some catnip under my desk. You have a desk?
Can I stay with one of you two? I was only created just for the sketch.
Oof. Awkward. Wow. You know your film's bad when both Zack Snyder and, well, first Ralph Bakshi left. And then Snyder was like, I quit. Like, sheesh. You need a rewrite and probably look yourself in the mirror and be like, what the fuck am I doing with my life? I'm sorry, but there's no two ways about it. You fucked up. Anyway, back to the critic and back to the actual cat movie. Welcome to the ball.
Inside the theater where old Deuteronomy will decide who will be the Jellicle Cat.
They do all of their horny dances, hoping to impress her and get chosen.
Are you sure they're not trying to get a hairball out?
And
they're all dead at the end.
Victoria notices Grisabella outside, and because this will no doubt get tons of Oscar nods, why not throw in one for Best Original Song?
Should I take chances when no one took chances?
Did it get nominated?
No!
Next.
Come back in, we're just about to do the Caligula fisting.
Hey look, an Academy Award nominee leaking out of a milk bowl.
Again, I'm pretty sure he
Pretty sure that's supposed to be water.
Stewart's house.
I'm a tremendous fan of your work.
What's your name?
Mr. Mistopheles.
Oh, is there a Mr. Mistopheles?
To McKellen's credit, he does give one of the few legitimately emotional scenes. I don't know what bizarre life this character lived, but it looks like he made it count.
I have acted with Irving.
What?
I've acted with Tree.
Oh, just past a kidney stone.
Put your leg down.
If you never did that again.
Please
don't. Trouble you for an autograph, sir.
After his performance, McCavity approaches to kidnap him.
McCavity.
Is that his catchphrase now?
I don't know.
Do you want to get McCavity too? Like and subscribe.
Oh, good.
McCavity
Arrived.
And I'd saunter to the rear. I'd been busy in the luggage van.
Trust me, we know.
Sadly, those CG tracks belong to the Polar Express.
Boom. Yep. Give me a sec. Yeah? Yeah? No, why? Why do you ask? I guess? Okay, seriously, where's this going? I'll give it a thought. Okay, you know you could have just texted me. I was recording. Alright, thank you. Bye-bye. Okay, sorry about that. Brother called, and I wanted to talk about Smite. Anyway, back to it.
He vanishes as well, and McCavity's
McCavity.
laugh fills the theater.
Did I not instruct that box 5 was to be kept emptied?
Whoops.
McCavity's a mystery cat.
They're interrupted by Tomcat Swift, who builds up McCavity by sprinkling catnip on the crowd.
I think that's the same way they tried to win over Oscar voters.
Probably.
McCavity, there's no one like McCavity.
Sorry, movie. Despite your best efforts, I cannot jerk off to this.
I'm good.
Well, we could try.
Of course we'll try. I mean, obviously.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
McCavity, there's no one like McCavity.
So this is what Sylvester saw when he went through withdrawal in Birds Anonymous.
The cavity wasn't there.
Well, glad to see Rachel Dratch is doing good work.
Like a snake.
After exploiting her kitty titties, McCavity says he can sex things up even more. This is the most graphic PG ever.
No kidding.
I'm not gonna lie, I love that parents took their kids to this because now they have to develop with this imagery in their head somewhere. I can't wait to see how messed up the next generation's gonna be.
I want to know.
I just dropped in to see what new fetish this movie would begin.
You're a cheat, McCavity.
When it looks like old Deuteronomy won't choose him, he McCavities her away to his ship because cats have ships.
I demand that you grant me another life.
Don't make me scratch your belly. I know cats hate that.
You're a magician.
Not knowing what to do, one cat recommends using the magic of Mr. Mistopheles.
Really? I can't.
You could try.
You have the magic laser pointer. You're like a god.
If only.
They all sing a song inspiring him, and he eventually uses his magic to bring her back.
Magical Mr. Mistopheles.
Just kidding.
McCavity!
No, his magic does work, so naturally, saving her life, he should be chosen to be the Jellicle Cat. Wait, this one complained the loudest. We better reward her.
The story of Twitter.
Thus we begin. We can Anne Hathaway this again, right?
Yeah, apparently.
Hudson does a great job as always, but it's very clear they're trying to recreate Hathaway's Oscar moment from Les Mis.
And I'm sorry,
I think they're trying too hard.
The pretty handheld style that felt so intimate doesn't work when you look like Mike Myers' Cat in the Hat posing as the Quick Bunny.
You are the Jellicle choice.
Well, that's good to know, because I'm actually...
Will you stop that?
I'm sorry, it's just so
Come on,
funny.
it's fun.
She's put into a balloon and sent off to be reborn. So ends the story about a cult that practices human sacrifice.
Pretty much the theory.
Some say one rule is true.
Is she
What's that?
into our soul?
She's getting ready to pounce, bro.
Yep, Judi Dench breaks the fourth wall, and like
Again?
I said, for all the creepiness in this movie, this
Again,
for some
just
reason
looking at us,
is
this
the
is like-
scariest part.
It's presented as a magically whimsical moment, but it honestly feels like a deleted scene from Zardoz.
But how would you address?
Even this guy is like,
Like,
dude,
what's
none
she
of this is
talking
in
about?
the script. She's gone off her meds.
And say a cat is not a dog.
What?
Lady, you are making Carrie Fisher's speech on Life Day look cohesive.
Even the lion
A
they're
dog.
on is like, get this bitch off me. She's gonna shit on my head, I swear. This cat is still looking at her, swearing she's gonna shank everyone in a minute.
I believe
Get me out of here.
truly are a Jellicle cat.
And if that doesn't scar you for life, I don't know what will.
Oh, bye.
All right, everyone, places. Joy.
Alright, final round. Here we go. Let's see what
I
they got
just
this
want to
time.
be sure I'm capturing your voice, Wendy. Does this sound right? Meow, meow, meow. If you're doing the cat equivalent of Mickey Rooney from Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Hey, Ike, how does this sound?
Meow. Oh, yeah. You got it, baby.
It's all in the accent.
All right, let's get this over with.
Are we
Who's
done
the
yet?
writer-director this time?
That'd be me, Marielle Heller.
The
Heller?
mother
Who?
from Queen's Gambit?
Yes, but I'm
Oh.
also an award-winning writer and director.
What'd you do?
The mother from Queen's Gambit.
I directed A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood.
Oh,
Anyway,
comics.
they tell me they want something more normal, so we're going to play down the... Are you IMDb'ing me?
It's so random and
Just, I guess they had that look.
Screw it! Everyone just knows me from Queen's Gambit! I quit!
Again? Wow. Not even on the cats
She
this
also
time.
directed Diary of a Teenage Girl.
That's an underrated movie, man. Not enough people talk about it.
Fear not, we got 2 new talents on the phone ready to go.
The chart says we need to prequel something.
Can you de-villainize a villain?
Okay, stop. What is it you guys want?
Something that's the exact opposite of the movie Cats.
Okay, but
Then why are you doing this?
Because it bombed. We want to produce something that'll make money.
Yeah, like Convoy, Conspiracy Theory, The Toy, Wild Hogs, Bringing Down the House.
What are these movies?
Yeah, I don't
choosing?
think I've heard of any of them.
Isn't it obvious?
Oh, last
They're
year,
all
maybe, yeah.
movies that were #1 at the box office.
All of them?
Yeah, they played it safe and won audiences over.
The exact opposite of what Cats did. Now take 5, everyone, while we sort out our new script.
Oh boy. We done yet? It's safe. Come on. Open letter?
In many ways, the work of a critic is easy. We risk very little, yet enjoy a position over those who offer up their work and their selves.
You know, power of hindsight and all.
We thrive on negative criticism, which is fun to write and to watch, but there are times when a critic truly risks something, and that is the discovery and defense of the new. The god-awful new.
We celebrate new ideas and gambles when they work, and rip them apart when they don't. But in both cases, someone is still taking a great risk. It's important to discuss why one risk works and why another doesn't, but discrediting an experimental failure is almost as bad as ignoring an experimental success.
The fact is, there is nothing like the movie Cats, with its bizarre look, insane writing, and baffling interpretation of a successful property. It is an experience that can never be forgotten. It's practically a send-up of the coked-out musicals of the 70s, when anything and everything was tried out simply because they could.
Though misguided, there is no question the ambition that went into this movie. When thinking over all the films that have made money in the past but have been forgotten over time, it makes me realize I will never forget this crazy-ass experience. With more and more people discovering it, similar to how other hilariously bizarre cult films have been discovered, it shows me there can be more to enjoy with a phenomenal misfire than an adequate success.
I'd much rather watch a train wreck that's passionately incompetent than serviceable mush that's forgettably passable. In the grand scheme of things, this average piece of junk is probably more meaningful than our criticism designates it so.
It has scarred me to my core, the same way being chased by a dangerous animal has, leaving me shaken, but thankful I lived to tell such a strange tale.
So when thinking about how weird, uncomfortable, or downright hilarious this film is, remember that the memorable risks taken to bring you something that doesn't work are not too far off from the memorable risks that bring you something that does.
Though there are many films I struggle to remember, I know Cats is an experience I will be returning to soon. Hungry for more.
I never thought of looking at movies that way.
I think there's only one logical step to take.
Agreed.
That being?
I'm Wendy.
I'm Mike.
I'm Lloyd.
I'm Chaplin, and we are humans! I may have gotten too pretentious. Is this a good thing or a bad thing?
I don't know. Have some catnip.
If only.
McCavity!
I'll admit though, McCavity! It does stick with you. I don't know why. Well, there you go. But I mean, I gotta give you credit. I mean, not a lot of story, but then again, this is coming from a guy who didn't watch the original Broadway musical, you know? So I can't say for certain if this is accurate or not, but, well, let me know what you guys think. Honestly, the CG wasn't that bad, like, for the cats, but I think the bad story kind of just overshadowed it in a way. Like, looking at it, I mean, it's not jarringly bad. Like, it looks kind of natural. But, you know, like I said, just bad story all around, I think. Singing's good, too. I'll give it credit, you know, from what I could hear. But still, just weird story. What do you guys think? Agree? Disagree? Let me know. So then, thanks for watching, everybody. See ya.